Hey, what's going on? So today we're going to be taking a look at this label printer from Brother, and this is the QL570. Now this video is mainly geared towards people with an online business, but you can still use it as well if you're just an average person that sends postage on a daily basis. This label printer does it all, and it's extremely professional, and that's my main reason for sharing this video, especially if you're looking for something that's really cheap and does a professional job. I purchased mine from a company called Viking Direct, and I was able to pick this up for about €35. That's after tax and shipping, and I think it was like €20 before tax and shipping. So yeah, in this video I'm not really going to go through the packaging and what's on it. Normally I do that in my unboxing videos, however for this one I am going to go through the software, so I decided to skip that for the time being. Now once you open up the package, the first thing that you'll see is the documentation. So this will include your user's manual and of course the software installation CD. In terms of drivers, I will link you guys to Brother's website for this particular model where you can get the driver. Moving further into the packaging, you should see your cables that you get with the printer. First one being is the USB cable, and then you have your power adapter cable. So this one here is for the Irish and UK power plugs. And then lastly you have your two printer labels. So these are DK starter printer labels. The first one that you do get is a continuous label, and then the second one is an address label. Now these labels can be very expensive to replace, so there will be a link in the description to alternatives that are much cheaper with the same quality. So moving on into the end of the unboxing, you should see your printer now at this point, and that's pretty much everything inside the box. Once you take the printer out of its packaging, there's some film around that, so you will have to remove it before you start printing. So yeah, let's take a look at the printer's body. You do have your various buttons at the front, so the feeder button, the cut button and the power button, with an LED light as well to indicate that the power is on. At the front of it you will also see the tray, and if we move on to the back, there's the USB and the power port as well. And that is basically everything that you get inside the box. So for the last part, what I'm going to do is give you a quick overview of how to set up the printer. Alright, so the first thing I would actually recommend you do is go over the software installation guide and of course the user's guide as well. Now when you do open up the printer, there should be a piece of paper in there. This just gives you some instructions on the label and the label printer itself. Next we're going to take the label and connect it with the printer, and then you take the paper and feed it through the front of the printer itself. You should align it correctly so it prints with the right amount of paper. Then just close it up. So now it's time to install the drivers. Now remember, there will be links in the description. Once you've inserted the software CD, you should get this autoplay pop-up. So as you can see here, there's a couple of selections. Now you could just go standard installation, which will basically install all the software that's included with the CD. So then all you have to do is agree to the terms and conditions, which is for the licensing agreement. Hit yes, then hit next, and then you can choose where you want the destination for the installation to be. I'm just going to leave a standard C drive, so program files, which will be for 32-bit. Then hit next. Yeah, I'll have a desktop installation. So hit next, next, and the process will begin. As you can see in the top left corner, it's going to install these following software. So I'm actually going to select all three of these, so you can just hit next if you do want all of that. So as you can see in the top left corner, the first step has been installed, which was the P-Touch Editor 5.0, and now it's going to install the P-Touch Address Book 1.1, and then the next one will be the user's guide and then the drivers. Now this is an important step here. What you're going to do is choose the model of the printer that you're going to be installing. So we're going to select the QL570, then hit OK. So as you can see, it says install the printer. So what we're going to have to do now is connect the printer up. This part is pretty straightforward. You remove the USB label at the back, connect the USB, and of course connect the power plug as well, and then just plug it into your wall outlet and push the power button on the printer. So if you'd like to register your printer online, you can hit next on yes, or you can simply select no. So as you can see, it's installed the P-Touch editor, so that's basically the application that I'll use to edit any labels. So if you'd like to customize any labels, you just open this here, and then it's also installed the P-Touch address book. And that is pretty much everything. If there's any questions at all, please be sure to ask me. I might make a video in future on how to use the P-Touch editor and address book, but I'm pretty sure it's straightforward for most of you to understand, so I'll leave that up to you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you choose the right printer for your business or just for your hobby, whatever you choose to do with this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.